The culprit that you can see in the center of the screen where the black dot is, that is where a through hole or a via was to the other side of the board. And it had corroded on both sides of the via, severing the signal D2 or data 2 from the microprocessor to two chips on the bottom of the board. I use a jeweler's drill to drill through where the via was so that I could stitch wires where the traces connected to the via. So here we are on the bench with the repaired Lord of the Rings White Star modified CPU I/O soundboard, and I have installed NVRAM. I have verified the RAM, verified the PAL at U213, this LS138, and the processor also, which no longer needs my tag on there. I'll get that later. But the root cause of the problem, as you saw from the photographs that I rolled in, was there was some corrosion that was severing the trace that emanates from D2 to this via down just inside of this ceramic cap. And from there, it's supposed to go to both, I can't look at it, oh, here and here and here, these chips. So two of those three chips were not connected. Interestingly, the plasma connector was, but nothing was happening there. So I have repaired that alkaline corrosion, and we have booted up. I've got a Lord of the Rings DMD controller connected, and the lamp matrix is working, and nothing going on with the solenoids, as is correct. So let's test it. That's the first good sign that, ooh. We'll test switches first. I have my Pennytech switch tester. I just had to test a, well, heck, let me start over, sorry. I just had to test a White Star CPU a second ago, and of course it's not a White Star, SAM, and of course its switch matrix is 4x16 instead of 8x8. Most unfortunate. All right, so the buttons are working. Let's see about coils, and I will cycle them. 5, 6. Now, this is one of my homemade testers that I used to have a lot more of these, but since Victor came on the scene, aka Dumbass on Pinside, I've been slowly replacing most of my test fixtures with custom built ones that Victor's been putting together. So this one eventually is going to get replaced also. But I kind of made a mistake when I designed this test board, and then I didn't leave enough room at the bottom for a lamp test or a solenoid test device. But I'll probably put it on a hinge right here and get it be good to go. So all the solenoids are working properly. Let's test all the lamps. Excellent. Flashers. It's just a re-instantiation of some of the coil circuits. Hold on. Tick. Lord of the Rings is really a good game. I like it a lot. So that is it. There's no point in testing the dot matrix controller. I will put this on free play for the gentleman. And I'm going to call this good. I should write down where free play is. course, he may have had it on free play, but when I put the NV RAM in, that would scuttle that. This is one thing I like too about Stern games is you can enter 10 letters for your initials. It's kind of cool. All right, so that's it. Thank you so much for sending it. You can see right here we're in ball search because of course I have no ball trough connected, and it's looking for the balls for a little while and then it will reboot. Oh, one thing I did also on this one is the DS1232 is a reset watchdog, and I connected pin 3 to pin 8, which sets this to reset at 4.5 volts instead of 4.75. A little extra margin of protection. Thanks again.